Alright. How's it going, YouTube? Mr. Cola96 here. With my deck profile. Not profile, sorry, my deck explanation for 6 Sams that I built. For those of you that know me, or know of me from my old channels, Metallic Insanity 666 and Dark Sage 95, you will know that for me, it's Sams all the way. And basically with Sams, anything I do is great. I run Sams since I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! The first time. No, not the first time, sorry, yeah. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to run Dragon, D-Hero, Dark Magician deck. Left Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it got boring, because I got tired of versing the same 3 people, every single day. Day in, day out. So, I got tired of it. And then I rage quit. Well, didn't rage quit, I just quit on my own accord because I didn't want to play anymore. 2 years ago I was watching the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie, and I was like, I might want to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! It's looking pretty cool again. I don't know why I left. And I'm like, oh wait, yeah, that's why I left. But then, like, wait a second. I should stay, because, you know, why would, I should come back to it. And then, but when I came back to it, all these new decks were out. They're just like, my first match back was against someone who actually I lived 2 houses away and dueled him every day, and he was running gadgets, which he ran when I versed him. So he's like, oh yeah, I play a gadget. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, gadget decks. I used to be able to beat these all the time. What's new now? See if he's added anything new in. And he's like, I summon Utopia. What's that? That's an XYZ monster. What's an XYZ monster? And then, he explained it. I'm like, wow. Yu-Gi-Oh's changed a lot since I left. And he's like, yep, has. And then my next match was a Synchro Summon. What's a Synchro? Like everybody says. I'm like, wow. I need to get into it. And now, I know I have like all the good Synchros, all the good XYZs. Well, not all the good ones, but I'm buying every single TCG legal XYZ in Australia. And yeah, and then I'm gonna, once I get every TCG legal XYZ, when a new one comes out, I'll have it. I'll put it in my collection, and then I'll go Synchros, and then I'll go Fusions, because they're not making any more Fusions, apart from Gem Knight Fusions, but still. Sorry, the bed's shaking a little bit. Sorry, the cam's shaking, I'm shaking the bed a little bit. Alrighty then. So let's go into this 4-minute intro for the win. Okay, so Kaigeki. Use Kaigeki to then summon. This deck is going to be rebuilt, so yeah, just summon the Kagamushas. And then when you got your Kagamushas, you run your free Elder. And then, which you then run Asceticism. Which I'm looking for another 2 of. I'm gonna run free Asceticism, free Elder, free Kagamusha, free Kaigeki, free Kaizan, free Grandmaster, and then see what I get from that. Right, and then you run 1 Yaichi. I only run 1 because, actually, hold on a sec. Yachi's in my side deck. I run one spirit. Only 'cause it's deadly. It can bump Shien up to 3000, and every time Shien runs over a card you can draw a card. It also does the same with Grandmaster, makes Grandmaster 2/6. Get to draw a card when you run over it. 2 Iru. Especially with this format, when everybody's running Chaos Dragons, or Light Swans, or Dragon Swans, or something, any set monsters, especially with Raikou. You play this, run over Raikou. It is good. Yeah. Tunisashi. I run like all the original 6 Sams in this deck. It is my dream to make 6 Sams work for me. I will build 6 Sams so they are unbeatable. It's just a matter of time. I'm going to be running Sams forever. Even if Sams can't beat anything in the future. They build decks so broken that nothing can beat them. Sams for the win. That's just how I feel. With Nisashi being able to attack twice, you have all your strong monsters on the field. You normal this, wipe their whole field before your strong monsters, and then attack twice the game. It works. The system works with this deck. And then, of course, your 2 Shinai, 2 Mizuho combo. They can special summon each other, so if one's on the field, you can special summon another, so say you have 2 Mizuhos and a Shinai in your hand. If you normal Mizuho, you can then special Shinai and then special another Mizuho. Doesn't have to be in that order, but yeah. You just make sure you special Shinai and not, yeah, it doesn't matter because you could normal that and then special 2 of these. But I just like it normal, special, special, so they know how I do it. And so there's no arguments with it. But yeah, and then you use Mizuho to tribute Shinai to destroy a monster and then get a good card back from your graveyard. Ooh, what's this? And of course your 2 Grandmasters. Grandmaster's the main card of the deck. Well, next to Shinai, of course. Shien, I mean, and stuff like that. But yeah, the main powerful monster of the deck, because you can special summon if there's any others on the field. Rotar. Reinforcement of the army. It's a good deck. Search for one card you need. So, say you get Rotor in your first hand. You got no monsters yet, you got a Kagamusha. They've got no back row. You play Rotor, and then you will get Elder from your hand. Special Elder, normal Kagamusha. Shien right there, and they've got nothing to stop it. Unless they, of course, they've got something in their hand. Dark Hole. Dark Hole. Monster Reborn. Heavy Storm. Book of Moon. And then you run 3 MSTs. They're all your staple spells that you would run. And then you run Gateway, Dojo, and 2 United. They're staple 6 Sam spells that you would run. Okay, now for traps, every trap in this deck is all back row defense. Minus your 2 Call of the Hornets. Which could class as back row defense, because it defends you, and it sits in your back row, because you got nothing better to do. So yeah. And then for the rest of the traps, 2 Sakuretsus, 2 Bottomless, Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, and Dark Bribe. All back row defense, all staple cards. So that's how the deck runs. That's how the deck works. Okay, so you bring in to your side deck, you run Yaichi. For the decks that just go full back row defense, end game, end turn, you don't know what their back row is, or maybe you do if you have cards that can look at it. Play Yaichi. You get to, once per turn you can pop one, and then yeah, but it can't attack the turn. But 5 turns, they got nothing to do. You just destroy all of them. Thunder Kings. A lot of cards in this format add cards to their hand. So you run Rayos, and also it can negate a special summon, just 'cause it can. And of course, Gauze. Gauze is my main man right now. And Gauze being Gauze is a sexy Gauze. If you don't run Gauze, you're an idiot. Especially with this deck, when if you don't get the right field, they can just, or if they can destroy your field, that you're dead. Okay, and now for the extra deck. 1 Granosaurus. I am missing my Leviathan Dragon, I do believe. That's random. My Leviathan Dragon is not here. But yeah, I run Granosaurus and Leviathan Dragon, which is not here, and he's not in my deck anywhere. He's not in my extra deck anywhere. I can't find him. And yeah. So yeah, Granosaurus. Oh. If you know what their monster is, and you know that it's weaker than 2000, that's where you go Grano. That's when you destroy. That's when you inflict 1000. Okay, then you run Zenmeister. I usually run 2, but last night I decided to run 1. I didn't even make him, so maybe running 2 is kind of weak. Utopia. The only XYZ I managed to make last night, and I didn't even make him that well. I didn't even make him in tournaments. Illuminate, just for draw power. If you've got a weak card in your hand that you can't use anymore, for example, a Kagamusha, not that you would ever dump Kagamusha, but you dump him with Illuminate, get another card. Geminite Pearl, just to run over monsters that are just over 2.5, or that are under 2.6. Lava Door Slasher, just a level 5 backup that you can't use. Okay, so I run 2 Lava Door Slashers last night, but one's Catasta, and then you run Xian, which is staple 6 Sam, Bryo, bounce stuff back to their hand, run a Black Rose to wipe their whole field if you've got nothing, and Stardust Dragon. So yeah. I'm going to go find my Leviathan Dragon now, guys. So that was the deck. Sorry it took so long, but I just had to do that little entrance thingy there. So yeah, that's my 6 Sams for you net deckers out there that want to copy it. Okay, catch you later, guys.